Greetings all, hola and aloha, and thanks for showing up for this webinar about how to get happier and healthier now. A lot of you know me and some of you have worked with me before, so I'll just take a quick moment to introduce myself. My name is LK, L. Grinnell, I also go by, and I've been in the health and fitness world for over 30 years, way over 30 years. Um, and I've also become a transformational coach. I'm certified in neurolinguistic programming and negotiation and the art of questions and some other super cool and valuable stuff. Plus, I have decades of research into motivation, self help, neuroscience, especially how the brain processes and then repurposes information. So I've taken all these decades of wellness and health and mindset into what I do now. My business is TrueSpeak, and I help coach people to a better way of life and assist them in achieving their goals on unprecedented levels. And the way that I do that is to skirt around what people are used to. People are used to being coached, whereas you have a goal, and you set that goal and the steps and timeline, and there you go. And that's how you get there. And some people also use affirmations, and I, I'm not a fan of affirmations. I'm actually not a fan of goals. And I know that sounds so crazy, but when you spend more time with me, you'll learn why those things have failed you in the past. So, for today, get happier and healthier now, I'd like to talk about the 3 reasons why you have not been able to keep the weight off, why you're suffering that yo yo weight gain loss. And I know you're tired. I know you're fed up. I know you're like, why bother? Especially the older we get, the more we feel like, who cares? But you should. You really should. Your body wants to love you, and it's just waiting for you to show it some self love. So let's get started with the 3 things that you could be doing to make that happen for you, to get out of that hamster wheel of weight gain and loss and get away from self loathing and more towards self love and self appreciation. Those are the keys to success. It is not dieting, it is not exercise. I Counting calories is a waste of time. Counting your steps is a waste of time if you don't believe that your body is literally a walking, talking, breathing miracle. Okay, so I digress. Let's go back. The first step is that actually, right? Awareness. You've got to really recognize how much you're not really loving yourself and telling your body that I love you. It should be a daily thing, waking up with a sense of love and gratitude the moment you open your eyes, remembering the miracle that you are. So that's challenge 1 that I bet you're not doing. Oh, you might be thinking that that's impossible. It's not impossible. You just don't want to do it. As your coach, sometimes I got to be a little bit tough and to say that it is possible for you to look in the mirror and say, I love you, and mean it. It's possible for you to take a moment before you walk out the door. If you've got that full length mirror, check yourself out from head to toe and just go, damn, I'm bringing this to the planet. I am out the door to share my gifts and talents with the world. And I can help you feel more of that by eliminating the ego blocks that are keeping you from being able to do that for yourself. So it's not all your fault, even though I hate for blame, and I don't want to put it on other places. Oh, hate, such a strong word. I really dislike it when people blame their circumstances or their ego for things when you have total control. So step 1, begin to love yourself. Say loving and kind things to yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Then step 2 is to go to your wardrobe. So those of you who've worked with me before, we've already done this. But I would like for you to look at your closet if you've already done this and think about what's your brand. Does what in your closet represent who you are now? What does it say about you? Because what a lot of people don't realize is clothing is a form of communication. It tells people what to think about you. It says, it speaks. So what does your closet say about you? What's your brand, right? Okay, so if you haven't done it, here's the assignment. You're going to go to your closet, and Marie Kondo from Tidying Up, if you haven't seen that gal, you're going to take her technique and put everything on the bed. Everything, all your dresser drawers, all your clothes, right? Even the seasonal stuff. So you might have to do it in sections: closet, seasonal, shoes, depending upon how much stuff you have and how big your bed is. So you take all the stuff out of your closet and your drawers, so the clothes, pile them onto the bed, and then you literally pick up each piece and you say, so her question to say is, does this spark joy? So yes, if it sparks joy, you're going to keep it. Not did it spark joy, but does this spark joy right now? So if it did, it needs to go in a separate pile. If it's currently sparking joy for you, then my question, layer 2, is to say, does this fit me right now? If it does not fit you, if it is too big, then it is your fat allowance, meaning when you gain weight, you still have stuff to wear. If it's too small, then it's your skinny allowance, meaning if I ever get back to that weight, I can wear this again. And trust me, that's actually not motivation. It is not. It's depressing when you look in your closet and you see clothes that don't fit you because you're bigger. So you're going to say, does this spark joy? And if the answer is yes, then the next question is, does this fit me right now? And if it's joyful and it fits you right now, today, then it goes back in the closet. That's going to eliminate a whole heck of a lot of stuff in there. And then if it used to spark joy, then you're going to go back to that stuff and you're going to hold it and be like, maybe it's a cool concert t-shirt, right? But you haven't worn it in 10 years or whatever. You went to the concert 20 years ago, you still have this t-shirt. So you're just going to hold it to your chest and you're just going to say, thank you. Thank you for all of that. And then you're going to let it go. Now, if you're really crafty, which I'm not, you could take all of your concert t-shirts and then make them into a quilt. So cut out the band name and the tour and all that, and make a quilt, make a cool quilt for you to remember, wow, look at all those concerts I've been to, or whatever it might be. You might be able to repurpose those clothes so that they are no longer clothes taking up space. So that's your second challenge. Can you get into your closet and make it you? How you live today, how your life is today, what's your brand today? Because it can change. It totally can change. That's cool. But for today, right now, we're working with who you are. Who you are right now, today, is all that matters. And I want to remind you that you are amazing. And lots of people love and appreciate you. Alrighty, then step 3 will be to make your home a sanctuary. In making your home a sanctuary, it means that in order to be happier and healthier, when you walk into your home, it should feel inviting. It should be mostly uncluttered. Yeah, it would be great if it was a Zen home. Cool. If you have the time to do that, you should do that. But it could look better. It could look better. You just want your home to reflect love and appreciation of your life. So obviously some photos and things that smell nice, or plants or whatever, artwork. That's a start. Does your home also represent your brand, who you are today? And then go into the pantry and look at all the stuff in there that doesn't support your health and wellness. All the crap, all the junk, maybe stale stuff. Um, I don't need to get into it. When you open that pantry, there's stuff that's got to go. So if it's brand new, just donate it. If it's stale or old, throw it away. If it's stuff that's opened that you shouldn't be eating, like I recently threw away some Cocoa Puffs, that I bought those one day when I was feeling sorry for myself. I don't know. But anyhow, so the Cocoa Puffs had to go. So that way, when you come home, your home's a sanctuary. You walk in the door and you feel loved and appreciated just from the way your home is vibrating to you. This is where you belong. Because home is where the heart is, right? And then when you open your pantries and look at the food and the fridge and the freezer, it's all stuff there that supports your health and wellness. So you have good food choices there instead of junky food choices there. That way, if you're ever feeling some negative emotion and you want something junky to eat, you won't have it. It won't be there, and so you'll be like, fine, I'll have some carrots and ranch. which, actually isn't, it's got a lot of sugar in there. So if you need a sugar fix, that's totally going to do it for you. But I digress. So, first step is loving yourself, um, telling your body, I love you and appreciate you. Second step is having your wardrobe. When you see yourself, your wardrobe represents who you are today. And then the third step is make your home a sanctuary, somewhere that feels amazing to go to. And if that feels really overwhelming to you, those three steps, then that's part of why I'm here today. I really, really understand that it's difficult. I understand that you have tried many of these things, but haven't been able to keep the momentum going, haven't been able to make it part of your life and the way that you live consistently every day until it's just you. And the reason why is not because you're stupid or you're lazy or you lack motivation or self discipline. None of that is true. All you've been missing is a coach, somebody who will keep you accountable long enough, consistently enough to where those things just become who you are. The example I like to give is many years ago, we went on the South Beach diet back in its heyday when it was really popular. And I would never do that again. Yeah, I think I lost 12 pounds, and hubby at the time lost 20 pounds because men lose weight easier than women. But I think the point that I'm trying to make is once the diet ended, then we did, of course, gain back the weight. And in the process, though, I learned some really cool things. So I no longer drink soda. It's really rare that I'll have a sip of a soda. I don't really do dessert, hardly ever, ever, except for maybe a bite on a special occasion. And those are some of the things that that diet helped purge out of my system because it was long enough for me to create some habits. So I don't do all of the things that were in that diet. I don't want to. I don't want to live my life that way every day. But what is it that you can do with a coach in a partner system, an accountability system that can be who you are forever? And you never have to think about it anymore. So you're not doing the yo yo thing. You're not gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. Your wardrobe is reminding you where you are. And then when you start to lose weight, because you love yourself and your home's a sanctuary, and that's just a cool side effect, then you can go and buy the smaller clothes because you don't have to worry about getting fat again because that chubby lifestyle is no longer who you are. Doesn't that sound cool? Sound amazing? That's my wish for you. That's what I want. So that's why I'm here with this webinar today. I wanted to give you some steps to go out there and tackle it on your own. However, I know that some of you know that you've already been there, done that, and it's time for somebody to hold your hand and lead you through the process. So that's me. That's why I'm here. That's what I want to do. That's what lights me up. Your success is my success going forward. If or when you choose to take me as your coach, I have my book. Of course, you'd get a copy of this if you don't already own it. If you do, I will send you another one that you can share with another person, and I'll autograph this one for you. You need the book because it's the steps, right, to the process. But then my online coaching program of Get Happier and Healthier Now is 28 straight days of inbox coaching, weekly videos, and weekly calls with me. So you'll have weekly accountability calls. You will be responsible. There is some homework. Every day you're checking in. Every day you're being reminded, this is what I want. This is where I'm headed. This is what I desire. And this is why. And these are the action steps. And so it's easy for it to just become you. So when you're ready for that, that sounds like something that you'd like. I hope it is. Then all you need to do is to text me, I'm ready, at 808-724-7814. And when you text me, I'm ready, I'll send you the information that you need to get started for real this time. So I'm excited to hear from you. Share it with a friend, do it with a friend, do it with family. You have greater support when it's the people in your home are there with you as well. Reach out to me. I'm ready, 808-724-7814, and we'll begin that journey together, which then leads to you being happy and healthy, not just now, but forever. With that, I say namaste and aloha. Have a glorious day, and we'll see you again.